You see me try to see what's up, Ski. Like what? That's what we doing now? We got a little babies in the classroom talking about ski yeet just to get their attention. Yo, what's goody? What's goody? Latrell in a hoodie, and welcome to another episode of the Brother Next Door podcast, where we talk about finance, personal development, and skills to get you further in life to actionable steps, and my own personal experience. In this episode, we're talking about guarding your heart. I think it's crucial that we focus on guarding our heart, especially this day and age. All this information, all this technology we have around us, it's important that we learn how to guard our heart and be aware of when our heart is being attacked. Why do we want to do this? First of all, your heart's always being attacked, right? Like I said, we're surrounded by technology, we're surrounded by news, we're surrounded by the whole world within the palm of our hands, right? And so we're taking in all this information. It's important that we're careful what we're viewing, what we're watching, what we're listening to, and what we are saying. And so that's what I'm talking about. Those are the 3 points I want to make. Well, 4 points technically. Is why do we guard our heart? Um, and then what guarding our heart looks like. It looks like, what, like I said, what we're saying, what we're watching, right? What we're listening to. And so let's jump right into it, right? So I already gave you the first thing. Why we guard our heart is because it is the source to why you do everything, right? It is a source to why you do everything. How you treat people, how people treat you, right? How people treat you, how you treat people will determine how people treat you, right? And then also how you lead others, right? From what standards or, what heart posture are you leading people? Are you leading people just because you have the title? Or are you leading people because you truly feel like you're meant to lead? Like, what is your reason for leading, right? And so I feel like once you really get a grasp of your heart and you understand your heart, you really understand why you do things, right? The heart is really attached to why you're doing what you are doing, right? And then King Solomon said it best, right? Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Proverbs 4:23. And so it's crucial that we guard our heart. So let's get right into it in this episode. Guard what you see. What are you watching and consuming? Let's get right into it. Let's get deep, right? Are you watching explicit content that skews and provides an unrealistic expectation of activities that should only be experienced between a husband and a wife? I hope y'all using the context clues and y'all know where I'm getting at, right? Are you watching explicit content that's giving you instant gratification right now, right? It's giving you that itch you need, but some people feel terrible afterwards. Some people just feel even worse after they do it. Some people are after watching it, and then, you go to actually do it, and it don't feel the same. And then expectations aren't met. And then you upset, then she upset, and then everybody upset. Because because expectations wasn't met because y'all's bar was set by actors, right? Y'all's bar was set by actors. So what are you consuming? What are you watching? What are you taking in on a daily, weekly, monthly, whatever the case may be basis? Next, are you watching negative content? Are you watching, these people stealing stuff videos? Are you watching car crash videos? Are you watching, like, what videos are you? I, I need to brush up on the YouTube guidelines. I don't know if I can say all that, but what videos are you watching? What videos are you consuming? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they giving you a negative connotation on a certain group of people, a certain individual? What are you watching? Next, are you only watching the news and filling yourself with negative events going on in the world? I don't understand why people just spend hours just watching the news. Like almost the entire program is negative things, and then they got like one or two good things. A dog found, or whatever. Like it's it'd be one weird small thing that's good out of the whole program, but you're just constantly filling yourself with fear and anxiety and all these different things from these news channels, right? Are you spending time viewing different perspectives on a topic instead of only watching content you agree with, right? So, for example, Dave Ramsey, I don't agree with every last thing he says. He doesn't, rock with credit cards. I rock with credit cards. But there's some other things I do agree with him on. There's some stuff that you should pay cash for, that you shouldn't be just stacking on credit card, putting on credit cards, going into credit card debt for sure. And there's some people that aren't qualified to have credit cards. You may be qualified on paper, but mentally you are not qualified to have a credit card. And there are some people like that. And so, some aspects, like I said, I agree with them, and some I don't. But I still watch to get a different perspective on money because he's a lot older than me, and there's a lot more wisdom in his head than mine. And so I'm more than willing to take in content from him and the other people he has on his show compared to only listening to credit cards great. Do this with your credit card. Do this hack, do that hack. Like, yes, I watch some of that content, but it's not the only content I'm watching. So I challenge you guys, if you're, really, really strong about a topic, really strong about, a situation, hop on the other side of the situation as far as, YouTube goes or your research goes and see what the other side is saying because you're going to get so engulfed, right? You're going to get so engulfed in your side that you're not going to be able to see the full picture, right? If you're only looking at your side, you're only seeing half the picture. So it's important that you look at the entire picture instead of just focusing on your side. Next up, a couple of other examples: physical violence, content filled with bad language, drinking, drugs, smoking, or stereotypical. Are you watching content like that? Are you filling your brain Breaking Bad and all this stuff? Like, are you filling your head with all this stuff and just binge watching? You know what I'm saying? Instead of I can't talk today. Instead of filling it with valuable content. There's nothing wrong with watching these shows. There's nothing wrong with chilling, relaxing on the couch, just watching entertainment. I'm not saying that. I do that myself. I watch Reacher, and that it has a lot of stuff going on up in there. But what I am saying is, what are you filling your heart with most? What are you filling your time with the most? And that's what I am talking about, right? Guard what you hear. Guard what you hear. What does this look like? What music are you listening to daily? We did an episode on this. Now that I think about it, we did an episode on this in season one. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. My boy Glenn was still a host at the time, and he was doing his thing on that episode as well. So go check that out. But I'm gonna keep this one short since we already did an episode on it. But guard what you hear. What music are you consuming on a daily basis? Right? Are you consuming these crazy rap lyrics, these crazy country lyrics, these crazy EDM and rock and all these lyrics, or are you consuming some uplifting music or some um, what's it called, lo-fi music? Like, what music are you consuming um, that's getting you further or holding you back in life? And are you trying to live up to the expectations or live up to that lifestyle of these songs? Because that's another thing. You hear about the Lambos, you hear about the drugs, you hear about the women, you hear going to Barbados and all these different things. Is like, is that really what you want for your life? Is that what you're striving for? Is that what success looks like to you? Right. And so you got to think about this stuff because you're just filling your mind, you're filling your heart with all these things that don't bring true meaning, true value to life. So definitely consider that when you're listening to music next time, right? Some of these songs got to get deleted, fam. Some of these songs got to go. Some of these songs got to go. Next, what are you listening to? Oh, now we got teachers referencing songs in the classroom, right? That ski yeet. You see me try to see what's up, ski. Like what? That's what we doing now. We got a little babies in the classroom talking about ski yeet just to get their attention. Come on, fam. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. You found your way, cool, but there's got to be a better way, fam. And so it's just like, do you really think they're gonna stop at that? Like, nah, they gonna eventually go look up the whole song, listen to the whole song. And I'm not going into all that. I'm not going into all that. But understand, like now we got teachers, we got parents exposing these kids to these songs, and it's just like, where are we headed, fam? Like I was like, and some of our parents wasn't no better. Like we was listening to R&B 105.7. We was listening to that stuff. But at least the radio, you know what I'm saying, blurped out or beeped out the explicit stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least there was radio versions of it. But nah, not these days. Straight YouTube, no explicit version, just going crazy. So be very careful, be very mindful when other people are talking about other people because you're not getting the full story. You're only getting one side of that story. Next, guard what you say, right? Going right back to the last topic. Are you the one gossiping? Are you the one talking about other people? Are you the one spending 20, 30 minutes? This person did this person did that. They terrible this, they terrible that. They a deadbeat, they like again, that other person's only getting one side of the story. And so you're doing all this yapping, you're influencing them to not trust this person or not, hang around this person or not like this person. They might not even know the person, right? And so don't do that. Don't be the person that's doing that. And don't be the person just receiving all that without saying something. Just say something, right? If somebody come, everybody know it where you it's gonna be a one sided conversation. You're gonna be talking to a wall if you come to me about gossiping. it go it go, uh-huh. Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I cycle through the three. You got three. If I go through the cycle about three times, just know I'm checked out, fam. I'm checked out. I'm sorry. It's not interesting to me. I'm not interested. And if I need to, I'm gonna let you know, hey, bro, that's none of my business. I could care less, fam. I really could. Right. Next, physically guarding your heart. Not only do you need to mentally guard your heart, but you need to physically guard your heart. What does this look like? So understand this looks like eating healthier, right? Eating healthier foods. What are some foods? Vegetables, fruits, whole grains, fat free or low fat dairy, protein rich foods. And then what you want to limit is foods with saturated fats, added sugars, and sodium. Understand these things, understand you need to eat the healthier foods, right? And then as far as, these saturated fats, added sugars, and sodium, we have to limit them. Not eliminate them. I'm not telling you, have a boring diet and a terrible diet. But what I am saying is just be more mindful. When I went through my fast, the food wasn't amazing. The oats were terrible. There was no brown sugar. There was nothing. It was just straight oats. But then after I finished the fast, I started adding a little bit of brown sugar on there, and them mugs hit. Them mugs definitely hitting, especially after spending 5, 6, or 6, 7 days without any flavor to them. And so I actually bought more so I can continue eating them in the morning because they taste great now, right? I add my own amount of brown sugar, so I'm not dependent on them packets, and it's been a game changer for sure. So watch what you eat. Next, last but not least, is spend time in the gym. Spend time in the gym. Whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's an hour, it don't matter. I've done it all. I kid you not, I've done it all. I've spent 10 minutes in the gym. I've spent 30 minutes. I've spent 2 hours in the gym. Uh, like I said, I've done it all, but just start. If you haven't started yet, just start. This isn't no New Year's resolution. That mess already passed. If you haven't, just start. Guard your heart physically. You want to stay healthy. You want to stay a while, stay for a long time for your family. Does working out guarantee you're gonna make it to 100? Obviously not, but it gives you better chances of doing so. And plus, when you're older, you want to be moving around when you old. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck up in a chair, stuck up, not being able to maneuver how you want to when you old. Like you want to be able to move. And so that all starts now while you're young, while you're a young adult. So get active, get into the habit of it now because you're literally starting the rest of your life. If you don't have time now, you're never gonna have time. So just find time, start, and stop complaining. Right? For me, like I say, 3 days a week. I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm on my maintenance plan. Once I graduate, we probably gonna go up to like four. We'll probably do like 4 days a week. But as of right now, 3 days a week, maintaining, not doing anything crazy in the gym, just maintaining the size I have currently. Things you can try that like Latrell, I don't know what to do. I've never been in the gym. I don't know different types of workouts, different types of things. I got you. You can try Olympic lifting. You can try bodybuilding. You can try yoga. You can try calisthenics. You can try CrossFit, fighting. I'm talking boxing, BJJ, which is Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Just change it up. If you get bored, you're like, this isn't working for me. There's a plethora of options when it comes to staying in shape. Running. Did I I don't know why I didn't add running. Run, right? Or walk. Start with walking if you can't run yet. Just start moving, right? And so, like I said, start walking 10 minutes a day. The sunlight's good for your vitamin D. So just start walking, then eventually, start running. I'm running my first 5K. Oh, I should have made this a big deal, but I didn't. I'm running my first 5K in February, so that's dope. So I'm preparing for that. I ran that 8 minute 8 minute pace today for 3 miles. And so I'm just getting my body ready for that. Hopefully I can get down to 7:30 within the next like 3 weeks. We'll see. I think I can do it. I got faith in myself. I got faith in my body. And I know, having the people around me running with me will probably motivate me even more to get that 7 minute, 30-second goal. I'll update y'all after I run the race how that goes as my first 5K. Um, but yeah, just get active, move. You gonna look good. You're gonna feel good, and you're guarding your heart. You're protecting your heart, right? Understand heart health is very important. It is not talked about enough in the US. It's not, well, I mean, it's talked about, but especially among just society and just between individuals, it's not talked about enough. So I think it's important that we really hone in on our health, whether it's eating as well as exercising, we take care of business. So with that, if you're enjoying the episode, donate one, five, $10 every single month. Give the brother, help a brother out special. If you're really enjoying the podcast, go ahead and leave a 5-star review. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Let me know what I can improve on. Let me know what y'all want to talk about because I am here for y'all. I'm here to share my experience as a young adult, give y'all the value I'm learning on a daily basis, and try to help y'all as best as possible figure this thing out called life. But it's up to you to put in the work. It's up to you to take these nuggets, expand upon them, grow upon them, and just, figure out what works best for you, right? Because at the end of the day, it's on you to figure out what you want to do with your life, right? So, hope y'all enjoying the podcast, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.